All right. Guess what?
What?
It's Sunday. You know what that means? It's another episode of This Thing of Ours podcast.
You wonder where you're going with that. But yes, where we talk about all of life's highs and lows.
And everything in between.
All right. So, you know what this week is?
Yes, we don't have to rock, papers, and scissors it because he cheated.
I did not cheat.
He tried to cheat. That's why he went first last time. But yeah, you're going to ask me 73 questions so you guys can get to know me a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. So if you haven't seen last week's episode, we did 73 questions, the Vogue inspired questions about myself. And if you didn't see last week's episode, here is a quick sneak peek of the 73 questions with myself.
If you could do a love scene with anyone, who would it be?
A love scene? You.
Oh, I'm looking at him like, you better say me.
And this week, because I lost rock, paper, scissors last week, technically lost.
You did lose, though.
But anyway, this week is now Amelia's week to be asked 73 questions.
I don't know why I'm nervous. Okay, I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
100%?
100%.
I don't know. I haven't even looked through this list.
Okay.
Some might be the same that she asked me there last week. Some may be different. We're going to find out. Because I found a totally different list of questions.
Yeah.
But maybe some repeat.
Hopefully we actually get 73 questions because we actually only ended up doing 71 questions. My bad. But it was whatever. At least we got the 70-something questions in there. Mm-hmm. We tried. This week, hopefully we hit it.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
I'm ready. Let's start this podcast.
Yes.
Question number 1.
All right. What's your favorite time of day?
I'm going to say afternoon because that's usually when it's sunny.
What's the biggest learning experience you've had?
I can't be somebody else. I only could be myself.
What makes you angry?
When people don't put down the toilet lid.
I got personal experience with that. Almost lost the relationship because of it. What's one vice you wish you can give up?
Probably not to overthink it.
What are you most excited about these days?
Podcasting.
What's the best compliment you've ever received?
They liked my hair.
When are you the most inspired?
I want to say in the shower.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
What's the priciest thing you've ever splurged on?
Probably that Makash jacket.
Okay. What makes you smile the most?
Playing with my dog.
What's one thing people don't know about you?
That I'm shy.
Heels, flats, or sneakers?
Just running shoes.
What makes you feel most like yourself?
When I'm hanging around my family.
Okay.
Because I feel like they have no choice but to accept my weirdness. They gotta love me anyways.
That's true. Window or aisle seat?
Window. I want to see the view.
What's your current TV character obsession?
I don't think I have one.
Leather or lace?
Lace.
What's the most adventurous thing you've done in your life?
Bro, I don't really do much. I'm going to say hiking.
What's your current favorite piece of clothing that you own?
Probably socks.
That's a weird one.
I love how you're trying to make me sound weird. I'm not weird. Am I weird?
What's the best piece of advice you've received?
My dad actually told me this one. If you're going to do something, do it properly so you don't have to do it again.
And how many times did he have to tell you that?
A lot.
What's your pet peeve?
Oh, I think my number one pet peeve is probably when someone sneezes and doesn't cover their mouth. And that was a pre-COVID issue that I had, okay? Okay, so we went through self-checkout. And there was this little boy in the car. And as I'm walking past him, he deliberately went... As I'm walking past him, he purposely tried to cough on me.
He did it on purpose because he literally reached further towards her.
Yeah, and followed me as I was walking past him. I'm staring at him. I was wearing my mask. I'm staring at him like, really? Really?
Diamonds or pearls?
Pearls, always.
Hmm. What's something you notice about someone when you first meet them?
Their teeth.
What's your biggest regret?
Not trying different foods earlier, because now I have an allergy to so many things. So I have to be very careful with what I eat. And I can't eat everything now. So if I can go back in time, I would say don't be a picky eater and just try different foods.
What's heavily played on your music playlist right now?
Grateful by Coda the Friend. I'm grateful, 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 grateful.
Is that how it goes?
I don't know, but I'm
I think you're a little bit off beat. What's your favorite board game?
Sorry, because I love to wipe off those pieces.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Probably ice cream.
What book did you most recently finish?
I think it was called How to Win Friends and Influence People the Digital Age. It was on Audible.
What makes you feel accomplished?
When I am able to put a line through my to-do list.
How do you start your day?
I wake up, brush my teeth, get shower if I need to in the morning. Sometimes I shower at nighttime. And then after I get dressed, I take Trumpet out.
What's your favorite holiday?
Probably Christmas, because I love when all my family gets together and it's just a great time. There's food, there's board games, and it's just a great time.
Are you more into looks or brains?
Brains. Looks are going to fade when you get older. I think that in order to be attractive to someone, yes, I feel like you have to have both. A balance of, you have to be physically attracted to someone, but you also have to be mentally attracted to someone. You just can't have just looks.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it works.
No.
You have to have both.
Just looks, you'll get annoyed at the person eventually.
Yeah. But I've met people where, I wasn't attracted to them at first, but then I got to know them as a person and then I found them more attractive.
What's one thing you've always wanted to try, but you've been too scared to do?
Definitely skydiving. I wonder if they're allowed to push you off the plane if you are too afraid. Like you get up in the air, you're like, all right, I'm going to jump. And then you don't jump. Like, are they allowed to be like,
you signed up.
Yeah.
There you go. Besides your phone or wallet, what are a couple of must-have purse items?
Tampons.
If you were not living in Canada, where would you be living?
That's an easy one. The UK.
If you are in a bad mood, do you prefer to be left alone or have someone cheer you up?
If I get mad because of something that happened at work, then yes, I want to be around someone so I can vent my anger too. Oh, this person, they did this and did that. Like I want to tell someone about my day, and maybe be like, oh, you were wrong in this situation, or you were right in this situation. But if I get into an argument with you, I want to be left alone.
Where was the best vacation you've ever taken?
Barbados.
If you could travel to one place, where would you travel to?
Egypt. I want to see the pyramids. I know people have been there multiple times. I've seen on YouTube, but I will want to see the pyramids for myself. I want to see that they're real with my own two eyes. Mm-hmm. So I would choose Egypt.
So what's your favorite food?
I don't have any.
Okay, your favorite snack?
Popcorn?
Yep.
Extra buttery or caramel popcorn from Kurtis.
What's a movie that made you cry?
The Notebook.
Are you confrontational?
No, I don't think so. What do you mean, yes? No, I'm not. I don't think so. I feel like in the moment when someone is yelling at me, I am usually in shock that someone's yelling at me because I'm like, why are you yelling at me? But obviously, I think I would be confrontational if I'm already mad and then someone starts yelling at me, then yes, there's a high possibility I'm going to yell back.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. But you can't argue with a fool because then you just look like a fool. So.
True. What's the one talent you wish you had?
To pick up on languages easier.
What's your favorite exercise?
The Stairmaster.
What's your favorite band?
Boys to Men. And by the time I get married, if I do get married, I hope they're not too old. Because I would love to have them sing at my wedding. or even if like someone's going to propose to me, I always had this, fantasy that Boys to Men would be there and they would sing Colors of Love, because that is my number one favorite song by them. So that is my dream.
Should I be taking notes?
I think so. But if you don't know this, after 6 years, we have an issue.
It's true. I already knew this.
So Boys to Men, if you're out there, hopefully you're not too old and you're able to sing that song for me while someone proposes.
I'll work on that. What's the superpower you wish you had?
To be invisible.
Why would you want to be invisible?
Because if I feel uncomfortable, I can just be like...
just disappear.
Yeah.
Where'd she go?
Or it would be cool if I can clone myself. I was like, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Clone myself. You go to work.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's something you want to be doing in 10 years?
Well, other than this podcasting, I would love to start a family.
Okay. Within 10 years?
Yeah, within 10 years.
Yeah. What's the cutest thing on planet Earth?
I don't know, because I think everything on Earth is actually beautiful. Even those hairless cats. I do. So I can't pick one.
What's the best thing that happened this year?
Other than moving to Ottawa, starting this podcast. I think that is my number one thing I'm super excited about, is starting this podcast. This has been a goal for years.
Yeah, it has. We've been talking about it. We tried other channels, different things, but I feel like the podcast is more our style.
Yeah, it is. Because we like to talk.
We like to talk?
You keep telling them that I talk too much. That is not true. You talk just as much as I do.
What's your favorite cocktail?
I don't really drink.
Okay. What movie?
I think I'm crazy enough.
What do you usually eat for dinner?
Vegetables.
Do you believe in second chances?
Yes.
What's your idea of a perfect vacation?
Spending with family, no Wi-Fi, no technology. It's just you guys. You guys have to deal with each other.
And if a lot of you didn't know, this weekend we ended up losing power.
There was a bad rainstorm in Ottawa, and a lot of people lost power, including us. And yeah, we were stuck without power for about 2 days, and then we just went to go spend time with my family, and then we came back and the power's on. So that's how you're watching this podcast. So we apologize if last week's podcast was up late, but we did make the Sunday mark by 5 minutes.
We did.
We post every Sunday, so we'll be right here on this couch, right here talking to you guys every Sunday. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. And we're also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast players. So if you are listening to this on there, come over to YouTube and vice versa, and subscribe, like this video, and share it.
What's your favorite color?
Yellow.
What color of clothing do you wear most?
Black.
What are 3 words to describe living in Canada?
Cold. Expensive. Cold.
Okay, must be really cold. Do you like surprises?
No, I hate surprises.
What's one thing you had to learn the hard way?
That life will not wait for you.
What's something you're tired of?
All the negativity in the world that the news keeps playing.
Who do you turn to when you're sad?
I pray.
So you turn to God.
Yeah.
What's a trend you would like to see disappear forever?
I think low-waisted jeans.
What did you want to do with your life at age 12?
I want to be a dental hygienist, and I achieved that goal.
What's your favorite place to be?
Home.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Are you an introvert or extrovert?
Introvert.
What's your favorite movie?
Jurassic Park. After that, it's a Bronze Tale.
What's your biggest strength?
I guess it can fall into a weakness, but it's more of a positive. But it all depends on how you look at it. I will panic before I figure it out. That is my bigger strength. I always figure it out, but first I have to panic. Whether with technology, a new job, or trying out a new recipe, I always panic. But then at the end, it always works out. So that is a strength, I think, for me.
So you basically know that you're panicking for no reason, so you end up doing it anyway.
Yes.
What celebrity would you want to be best friends with?
Probably Christina Milian.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
What's something you can't do but wish you could?
Probably sing.
I can agree with that. I hear you singing sometimes.
Oh, whatever. I sing in the shower. Why do we always sound better in the shower? Like, is it just me singing in the shower? I feel like I can sing like Beyonce. But then when someone else hears me, it's like, no, girl, you can't sing. But I'm like, to me, I sound good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people sing in the shower. Do you guys sing in the shower?
Everyone sings in the shower.
I do not sing in the shower.
I've heard you sing in the shower. I've heard
Lies.
you do. Yes, I have. I've heard you sing. Okay, I've heard you little rap to your little self in the shower.
Lies. What is your favorite season?
Winter.
Winter? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was fall.
No, winter. I've always been a fan of winter.
Oh. Okay.
Just because it's cold, there's no bugs. So winter is my favorite season.
If you could raid someone else's closet, who would you choose?
Well, other than my sisters.
That you already do.
I want to say Rihanna.
What's the one thing you wish you knew at age 19?
Age 19?
So just out of high school.
Okay.
Let's say that.
Don't let people try to talk you out of your dreams. Keep going.
Mm-hmm. So this one kind of relates to what you wanted to be doing within the next 10 years. You said start a family. So how many kids would you like to have?
I want to have 4.
Do you think you're scared to actually start a family and have kids?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm petrified. I am petrified, okay?
You want it, but you're scared.
Oh, yeah. Like when my niece, she was crying and I was holding her and I couldn't get her to stop crying. I'm like, where's my sister? Where's your mother? Take your child. She's crying.
Yeah, no, I feel like that is something that everyone is a little bit scared of before it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared I am scared, but maybe we'll make another podcast on that.
Mm-hmm.
I follow some people with families,
Mm-hmm.
and they do family vlogging, obviously. And sometimes they talk about their pregnancy, but I never really hear people say that they're afraid. Like that's something that I am. Like I would love to have my own kids in the future, start my own family, but I am definitely scared.
Well, that's all we got.
Yeah.
That was 73 questions with
70 questions?
Amelia.
So thank you for watching this Vogue Inspired 73 Questions with Amelia. Last week, we did ask another social cue question. And if you're looking at me like, Amelia, what is a social cue question? Well, social cue questions are basically where we ask you a question and you guys will respond to it and we get to read your answers here on this podcast.
And we post these on Instagram stories,
yes,
if you were wondering.
Mm-hmm. Every Sunday after this podcast or sometimes a little bit before, but we will read your answers in the next podcast.
Yeah. We'll do everything anonymously if you wish.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to pull up last week's questions?
Or answers?
Sorry.
I can do that. Okay, so we'll read a couple of them.
I think we have 4. Last time I checked, or 3.
There's 4 here.
Oh, sweet.
So first one.
What was the question?
Oh, I guess that's kind of important. The question was.
This is based on one of the 73 questions that I asked Kurtis last week.
Yeah. What is your affirmation for today? And the answers we got were being positive is a good way to start each day.
Okay.
Which is very true.
Yes, it is.
Starting your day on the right foot It definitely leads to a better day. So that
Also,
is a good
staying
one.
away from negative people. Like, you could be happy and then you see someone and they are just so negative, and that kind of just brings you down, no? And then you kind of feed off their vibe, and you're
Mhm.
like, damn, I was just in a good mood. Or something could have
It's
happened on the
true.
way to work. You drop your coffee and now you're in a bad mood, you know? So it's like, you gotta,
I feel like that's like the worst for some people.
oh yeah,
They guard those coffees with their life.
I know.
But the next answer we got was conscious breathing is my anchor. So taking deep breaths and just if something bad happens, just
Or just if you
breathe
feel
through it.
anxious or anything, it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
something bad, I guess. It could be
Yeah.
whatever. Just
Just
take
breathe
deep
through it.
breaths.
Breathe through it. It'll all be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one was I am enough.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something we have to tell ourselves
Yeah.
often, I feel like. Because a lot of time things do discourage us,
Yeah, I
right?
can. Yep.
A lot of things in life
Sometimes we
try
feel like we're not good enough
yeah, a lot of things like try to discourage us.
from getting what we want
Mhm.
or pursuing something else.
But we are enough and you are enough.
Yes.
All right, and then the next one was I am grateful and appreciate the blessings I have received.
Yes. Okay.
Yep. So those were the answers we got to the question of what is your affirmation for today?
Yes. And if you want to participate, this will always be in our stories starting on Sundays.
Yeah.
And then you have a week basically to answer.
Yeah.
And then we get to read them again on our podcast. So thank you for watching. And if you guys have any topics that you want us to cover, leave a comment, or you can just always DM us in the Instagram DMs. We will leave our name right here on the screen. It is at this thing of ours .podcast. So thank you for tuning in to this Sunday's episode, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Or you can click that link over there for our previous episode.
All right. Have a good day, guys, and a happy Sunday. Peace.
Take care.
Describe yourself in a hashtag.
Hashtag patient. Because I deal with you every day.
The disrespect.
I'm joking. But no, I am patient.